Well, here I am again, Joseph, with one of my paintings. We're going to talk about it today. It's a 36 by 24 acrylic on canvas, and it's called The Entity of Creation. What do I mean by entity of creation? Well, entity is could be something that is we can't explain. It's out there, and it's functioning and doing its thing, but we don't know exactly how to describe it. So some of us might call it God, some the source, some. And then at this time in my life, I called it an entity, and it's entity of creation. It's an intelligentness of the universe. In reality, it has probably no form at all, but it sees itself as in some kind of form, and of course I, as an artist, have to portray it in some type of form, and so I'm portraying it here as a Gallic mind, a universal brain, floating in the dark matter of the universe, which is represented in this kind of the red over the black, which I get this from a kind of a NASA photograph when they showed us black dark matter. It showed us because of infrared, I guess, photography and stuff. It came up kind of a red, like so. That's what this red is, so the Gallic brain, the entity, is represented in a blue range, and it's full of all kinds of sparks and little bursts going on, and it's got this energy kind of aura all around it that is reaching out all around it. And this is a little arch here is represents the surface of the brain that holds memory type of thing. Why I put it there, I really don't know. It's just laying a design, I guess. He doesn't need to have a whole memory because this is everything. But then this here is represents like the tree of knowledge going down to the pineal gland, the root of the I guess you could call it, in human beings it would be the soul, where the soul dwells, or the intellect of the soul dwells. The soul might also dwell in the heart, because the heart has an intelligence of its own, which that's what comes down to here, and we'll talk about the hearts in a minute. But right now, the brain has its a section of the brain that is controls all the other functions coming down through, which would be what you call a spinal columns, but it's in multiple, almost like tentacles, coming down to this sphere, this orb, this creating life, creating energy, materialization. It's duplicating itself in a smaller form. And I really mean it's duplicating itself. It's growing. It's experiencing. It's the connection between the entity, the source, to us, the creation. And this is the heart. And I started out, it was only going to be one heart, and it turned out to be two hearts. And I was quite sure why, but who am I to question? When I start painting, I let my feelings kind of take over, and just I get into it. And so it's, and you could say that some of the things I do might be created by unseen forces. I just let myself flow, and sometimes I'll feel something, and I'll it'll end up in my canvas. So, there's two hearts here, and the reason it turned out to be two hearts, the way I see it is you have the loving heart and the cold, cruel heart. There's some people, you can't say people don't have heart. I mean, there's people out there doing terrible things, and they don't feel nothing. They're heartless almost. And so that's just the negative to the positives that's why the duality of it. That's why there's this double kind of a pendulum-like heart that's swinging underneath this intelligent entity. There's a little bit of, a little bit fantasy spiritualism here. This is Lucifer here telling this Gallic entity to stop. He's got his hand up, stop, because it's doing, and this lesser entity of dark matter is happy with the way things are, the status quo. You can almost say Illuminati or the elite kind of represents, they like the way things are. And of course, being a free spirit, being creative, wants more. And so it's reproducing itself. And this is self reproduced from this. And basically that's what the painting is about.
The pineal gland. Could you tell me a little bit more about why you chose a cross and circles?
Well,
to represent the pineal gland.
The cross is not really a cross. It's a burst.
A burst.
It's a crossroads, a sectioning. It's the illumination of a stronger power, and the rings around it like this are the shock waves, the pulsating of it as it's reaching out. It's pulsating. It's like auras around the multiple auras just pulsating out from it, ripples in the pond, as you might say. It's stimulating all this around it. And this little motor brain here, if I have it showing, is that it is part of this source, but it's also a separate little entity here that is running the system. It's all, just as we all are part of the source, this is also part of the source. It's just closer to the whole. It's just like the brain has a left side and a right side. You have your feminine, your masculine sides of the brain. Well, the source has all those elements, and he's just passed it on, and he's creating his self. Well, that's all for now, and please subscribe to our free YouTube channel, and be sure to check the red subscription button right below the video. You have a great day, and have a nice Christmas if I don't see you before, but you can't get rid of me. I'm kind of like a flea or that type of thing. I just keep on coming back. So, you guys have a good one. Bye-bye.